Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Assalatu wassalamu ala asrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'du. Excellency the juries, honorable the committee of kitchens, and unforgettable the master of ceremony and everyone who is attending in this meeting. First of all, let's thank unto Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, the most gracious, the most merciful, who always blesses us so we can meet together here in our beloved meeting today. Secondly, salawat and salam always be presented to our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who has guided us from the darkness to the third way, that is Adinul Islam. For the judge who I respect, for the committee of kitchens, for my beloved friends, and everyone who is attending in this meeting, thank you very much for giving a chance so I can stand out in front of you all to deliver my speech. My beloved audience, let me introduce myself first. My name is Nabila Tohari from SMPN 3 Padarangan, Jombang. Everyone, do you know what is my speech today about? My speech today is about the influence of gadget for children. Dear brothers and sisters, in modern times, the development of technology in Indonesia is growing quite rapidly, and the gadget lovers in Indonesia is increased too. Originally, technology created to evolve into human life in doing daily activities and giving a positive value. However, the misuse of technology, especially gadgets, could bring a negative impact. Gadget in development of children nowadays is like a two-edged knife. Its presence can bring a lot of advantage and can also bring a negative effect for children. How much is gadget needed in children's lives? What is the side effect? When is the right time to introduce children to the digital world? Should a rule be made for the usage of gadgets for children? Psychologists and child development experts state there is no universal age for children to be ready to use smartphone. Pamela Rutledge, psychologist and director of Media Psychologists Research Center or MPRC in United States, said that introducing children to the mobile technology in young age will give them a strong base in the developing digital world. But parents also have to accompany their children according to their emotional and physical maturity. American Academy of Pediatrics and Canadian Society of Pediatrics state that children under 2 years old are better to be without gadget. The usage of gadget 2 until 5 times a day can have a serious effect. For example, 1. Developmental delay. According to Chris Owen, expert in occupational therapy from British Columbia University, in his article titled The Impact of Technology for Child Sensory and Motor Development, giving gadgets for children under 2 years old will cause a disadvantage on child sensory and learning ability. 2. Obesity. Children will prefer to spend a long time in front of screen than doing meaningful physical activity and breaking a sweat. Of course, this can risk children to have obesity. 3. Radiation exposure. WHO classified that handphone as two berries that may be a carcinogen or triggering cancer. It will happen if children playing with gadgets for many hours every day. 4. Dependency. Most children who are already introduced to gadgets cannot turn away and take the distance themselves from it. Surely this can have dependency effect. 5. Digital dementia. Children who use gadgets will have difficulty on focusing on anything else. So this can affect their concentration on studying. 6. Aggressive. Children who use gadgets, especially like to play video games full of violence, is prone to have aggressiveness in sexuality and criminality. These facts that mentioned above do not mean gadgets have no benefit for children's lives. Some of advantage are making a lot of things easier and efficient. The digital game can also develop children's ability in strategy. If so, what can you do to prevent your children from the exposure of negative effects of gadgets? Apply the rules issued by American Academy of Pediatrics. 1. For children under 18 months old are not allowed to use gadgets of any kind except video chatting. If you want to introduce your children at the age 18 until 24 months old, choose a high-quality program and don't forget accompany your children when using it. 2. For children at the age 2 until 5 years old, limit gadget usage for only 1 hour a day. And parents also have to accompany their children according to their emotional and physical maturity and to help them understand the content of the program. 3. For the children above 6 years old, make a time limit when they can use gadget. For example, they only can use gadget for 2 hours a day. So this will not interfere with their sleep schedule, physical activity, and other good habits. 4. The last and the most important, create togetherness moment with family without the usage of gadget. For example, during dinner time, include your children in the discussion about digital media. For example, discuss the rules and safety on being an online media user. Everyone, are you sure if parents hold the key role in the usage of gadgets by their children? If so, prepare yourself with the knowledge because you have an interest in understanding many content of digital wear. For example, be wise in using gadgets suitable for children and setting up program control in the gadget at home. It will reduce the risk of negative effect of gadget. Dear young generation, we are young generation. We are agent of change. What are you afraid of? See the opportunities. We can do it. Just come. Just do it. I think it's going to be enough for me. Sorry and thanks for listening my speech. And at last I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.